this video will focus on the pediatric bowel and bladder diarrhea. So most of the time, I would say the vast majority of the time, when a child is dealing with bedwetting, constipation has a direct link, which is why I'm having you track both of them on the same sheet. It just makes it so much easier to see trends and really help us kind of monitor our progress. Okay, so the first part of the bowel diarrhea is really going to be the stool. All right, so you're going to put the day, if there was a bowel movement that happened, what consistency was it? So that's that 1 through 7 on the Bristol stool chart. Was it little rabbit pellets? Type 1. Was it a smooth, soft snake? Type 4. Was it diarrhea? That's type 7. If there were multiple stool types within that same bowel movement, go ahead and put that on there, okay? It may not always fit into a nice, neat little box. Put on there the important information. And then over here, I do want you to put how difficult it was for your child to pass that stool. Was it really easy? Was it painful? Did it have any bleeding that accompanied it? Did it involve a lot of straining to really get the stool to come out? Go ahead and put that right there. And then the second half of this equation is how much is coming out at night. So weigh a pull-up that's dry, or whatever your child wears at night. Most of the time it's a pull-up. And you're going to put that dry pull-up weight right there. Now this will be the same across the board as long as you don't change brands. Get a food scale. You can put, some saran wrap or something over top of it for sanitary reasons if that makes you feel better. But go ahead and weigh that dry pull-up. And then every morning when your child wakes up, go ahead and put the wet pull-up on that food scale, and you're going to put the wet amount on there. Now when we take the wet amount minus the dry amount, what we're left with is the actual weight of the liquid. And so that really helps us track, is the child making progress? Do we see consistently really heavy pull-ups after a lot of constipation and straining the day before? It's hard to quantify how much leakage is coming out. The child just knows, or mom and dad know, it's really heavy, it's not really heavy, or it's completely dry. And there's a lot of gray area in there that can be very helpful data when we're trying to track, is it consistently trending down? Do we need to change our intervention because we've got the stool nice and figured out, but the leakage hasn't changed? It's a lot easier to figure out what we need to do when we've got numbers and not just subjective heavy versus not heavy. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, shoot me a message.